Hello, hello, hello. Time for another edition for the Hampton Roads Public Service Net coming up in a few seconds here. Tonight's topic's going to be, it's National Buttermilk Biscuit Day. How do you like your biscuits? All right, here we go. Good evening. It's Thursday, May 14th, 9 p.m. Time for the Hampton Roads Public Service Net. Welcome to the Hampton Roads Public Service Net. This is an area net serving all amateur radio operators with information on amateur radio activities and public service events. Your net control is W4MBM from Norfolk, and my name is Jay. Everyone is welcome to check into this net by stating their call sign, name, and location. Please say your call sign slowly and phonetically. This is not a local traffic net, but traffic going outside the local phone area may be handled. Traffic must be in the ARRL format. Any station with emergency or priority traffic, please call now. Probably got some audio now. Any liaison station for higher nets, please call now. The traffic section of this net is now closed. We will continue with the public service portion of this net. Any station with announcements, bulletins, or queries, please call now. All right, nothing heard. Let's proceed with check-ins, starting with mobile, portable, or low-power stations. Any mobile, portable, or low-power stations wishing to check into the Hampton Roads Public Service Net, please call now. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Putting out a second call for any mobile, portable, or low-power stations wishing to check into the Hampton Roads Public Service Net, please call now. Wow. All right, nothing heard. Let's go to fixed stations. Any fixed stations? Any other stations out there wishing to check in? Please call now.
This is Kilo Mike 4, Kilo Mike Uniform, John, Virginia Beach.
KN4, OZM, Steve, Virginia Beach.
KR4, ILX, Rich, Virginia Beach.
This is KR4, BU, Kevin and Wheeler.
All right. Got a number of check-ins. Going to see it's National Buttermilk Biscuit Day. Going to see how people like their biscuits. All right. Net control heard at KM4 KMU John. Good evening, John. KN4 OZM Steve. KR4 ILX Rich. And KR4 BUU Kevin. All right. Let's do another call. Let's see. Any others out there wishing to check in? Please call now. Nothing heard. All right, it is got a topic for discussion today. It is National Buttermilk Biscuit Day. National Buttermilk Biscuit Day. For one, how do you like your biscuits? Anybody that knows me is I'm a sucker for biscuits and pretzels. Sausage biscuits from Hardee's, that's my thing. I try to limit myself to once a week, but yeah, sausage biscuits from Hardee's. Just to give you some ideas, I like my biscuits on the flaky side as opposed to a cakey side. All right, let's see. Let's top of the list. KM4 KMU John. John, how are you doing this evening? And how do you like your biscuits?
Well, good evening, Jay. Always a pleasure hearing you on the radio, and thank you for taking the net tonight. So, when it comes to buttermilk biscuits, that is a family favorite. And that is all due to my wonderful father-in-law, Al. God bless him, passed away in 2000. But when I would visit with my girlfriend, later fiance, and then wife, we always had buttermilk biscuits in the morning with a beautiful sausage gravy and a side of eggs. My dear XYL, she makes great biscuits, but nothing's going to top what her father made in the past. So that is my buttermilk biscuit comment for this evening. I will mention that I was working on the Jeep tonight. It has a
Wow.
today that, let's see, I was actually asked, number one, did I speak to Planet Claire, which is a B-52 song, Planet Claire. I was asked if I had spoken to 2 Martians or more today. The neighbor was joking, a different neighbor. And then I was asked, of course, as anyone would who has an antenna on a vehicle, how many tornadoes have you chased lately? So, not an unusual occurrence, but one that does happen to ham radio people from time to time. With that, I'll pass it back to Net Control, and do love those biscuits. 7-3 all.
KM4KMU John, thank you for those comments about the biscuits. And yeah, sausage, gravy, and eggs. Nothing better. And yeah, making me hungry. My mouth watering. I'm sure everybody else is too. And your experience with out in public with your mobile rigging, fold over mask. So did you eventually get to explain to them what it's all about beyond their questions there?
Oh, indeed I did. Of course, everybody knew somebody when they were a kid or a long time ago that was an amateur radio operator. Well, it didn't happen in this encounter. I've had people in the neighborhood ask, oh, is that still a thing? I thought that went away a long time ago, which is most unfortunate because it's actually a growing hobby. There's more amateurs now than there were 5 or even 10 years ago.
There you have it.
But, yeah, it maybe it gets people interested. And I have had a couple folks ask about how to get involved. And I've had a couple folks at work ask to direct them to where they could learn to get their technician's license. So the more people that see you doing crazy things, like talking to the Martians or Planet Claire or tornado chasing, you engage them in conversation and they do get interested, sometimes to a positive result. Back to Net Control.
John, good job out there. Fine business spreading the word and the good word about our hobby. Back to the story. Somebody had dropped a B-52 reference, and did you pick it up right away?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's a song called Planet Claire. Planet Claire, C-L-A-I-R-E. Crazy hair, and they eat things that you wouldn't imagine. But yeah, there's a B-52 song called Planet Claire, and they asked if I talked to Planet Claire. Of course, I said I had today. I try to every day, and that led to a bit of a laugh. Over.
I'm laughing along with them. John, thanks for sharing that story, and have a terrific rest of your evening. KM4 KMU John 73. We are clear with you. Next up, KN4OZM, Steve. Steve, how are you doing, and how do you like your biscuits?
Good, everybody. Well, as far as biscuits go, as long as the biscuits get good gravy on them, that's good for me. I can take them either way. Anyway, they had bowling today. First game didn't go very well, but the last 2 did okay. And we've got 2 more weeks left of the Winter League, and then we can start summer. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good weekend. 73 KM4Z, back to that.
KN4OZM, Steve. Good to hear from you. Haven't heard from you in a while. And let's see. Thanks for sharing those thoughts about the biscuits. And nice job hitting the lanes there. I hope you did. Hope you scored well. All right, KN4OZM. Steve, have a terrific rest of your evening. 73, we are clear with you. Next up, KR4ILX. Rich, how are you doing this evening? And how do you like your biscuits?
Good evening, Jay. Thanks for feeling that. Thanks for asking a question. My wife says my biscuits need to be made in a shelf for her to put her stuff as she comes into the house. So I don't know how that relates to biscuits, but I like my biscuits with gravy on it and a lot of gravy on it. So other than that, wonderful night. We just spent about a half hour out in the hot tub.
beautiful night outside, even though it is cloudy. I know, Jay, you can't see any of the stars, but it was great outside. But KR4LX back to net control.
KR4ILX Rich, thanks for sharing your thoughts about gravy and gravy. You're sharing your thoughts about biscuits and swamping it with gravy. And good to hear you had a nice night out in the hot tub. Yeah, it's cloudy outside, but that's just as well, packing things up. So all my Astro gear's packed up in the van. KR4ILX Rich 73, we are clear with you. Take a little pause here. This is W4MBM with the Hampton Roads Public Service Net in progress. Looking for any additional check-ins, please call now.
This is November Alpha 4 Alpha Oscar, Kevin, Virginia Beach.
All right, Net Control heard. NA4AO Kevin, got you checked in. And if you could put your thinking cap on, our question for the evening is, it's National Buttermilk Biscuit Day. How do you like your biscuits? All right, stand by, Kevin. We'll be right with you. But first, KR4BUU Kevin in Moyock. How you doing, Kevin? And how do you like your biscuits?
You say that good. Yeah, man, we're having a Kevin team up here. Man, I'll tell you, I like sausage, biscuits, and gravy. Definitely got the sausage and the gravy. But I'll tell you another way I like the biscuits is down like when I go down to the Outer Banks, all the little gas stations that have the kitchens, and they have the little old southern ladies there, and I get that sausage and egg and cheese on them.
There it is, the
homemade
cheese.
biscuits.
I was waiting for the cheese.
I can't wait to get there, and them old ladies, boy, they can cook up some chicken too, but definitely the biscuits. It's like 55 here in Moyock.
Nice.
That's about it, man. I don't have much more. I'm feeling a little better. That's why I've been a little absent. I've been under the weather. So, KR4BU, back to net.
KR4BU Kevin, hey, I hope you feel better. You sound like you're back on the mend, and good to hear from you. And thank you for sharing your thoughts about biscuits. And first time I heard about the cheese, I was waiting for somebody to make a comment about biscuits and cheese. All right, have a terrific rest of your evening, KR4BU. We are clear with you. Next up, NA4AO Kevin. Kevin, how are you doing this evening, and how do you like your biscuits?
Greetings all on the net. Thanks for taking that night, Jay. Well, to start with the buttermilk biscuits there, I think I just like them soft and fluffy. Really, if we can get that texture, very nice. And we can throw some gravy on it, great, but I don't have to have it. Jelly, yeah, great, don't have to have it. A good sausage biscuit, though. Y'all have made me just a tad hungry tonight. I've just ate not that long ago, so I'll have to push this off until the weekend for a good sausage biscuit or something. It's a cool evening here out in Virginia Beach, and not really a whole lot going on. Hang out in the garage with the pups. That's all I got for the net. So 73 is all. And 4AO. Back to net control.
NA4AO Kevin, always good to hear from you. Thank you for sharing those thoughts about your biscuits there, your pleasure of biscuits, and good that you're enjoying your evening with the dogs, with the pups. All right, NA4AO Kevin, we are clear with you. All right, before we wrap things up, I want to put in a last call for check-ins, comments, or rechecks into the Hampton Roads Public Service Net. Please call now.
KM4KMU, recheck.
Hey, John, go ahead.
Well, Jay, you said something about having things packed up in the van, and that's making me really grateful I'm hearing you on the air tonight, and a little bit worried that I may not hear you again for a while. What's going on? Over.
Hey, thanks for asking. I guess we are at the bottom of the list. I said how I like my biscuits, but I forgot to mention country ham biscuits. I forgot about that. I'm also a sucker for country ham biscuits. You can't get them up. You got to go to Popeyes to get them, unless you make them yourself. And it's hard to find country ham if you're not in the South. As far as for me, other than as far as packing up, let me take a break here. Got to reset the repeater. Heading to Florida here, packing up. This time next week, I'll be in Florida. Going to be hitting the road Monday. But I think I'll be checking in Saturday. I think I'll be able to check in. But this is my last night as net control. It's fantastic to be net control, and you guys are a lot of fun. Maybe we could do an HF net. That would be awesome. Other than that, it is 57 degrees here in Norfolk. And let's see, on my list here. But let me pass it back to KM4KMU. John, over to you.
Jay, I was afraid of that. I will definitely make doggone sure I'm on here Saturday night. And if someone doesn't pick up net control, I'll do it because I definitely want to express my final appreciations for having you on here and all the great work you've done taking net and the pleasure of hearing your voice and the conversations you create. You have a great evening, and I hope things go well. We'll talk to you on Saturday. KM4, KMU, back to net.
Roger that, John. Thank you for those kind words. Definitely appreciate it, and I definitely had a blast. And hopefully I can do it down in Florida at the new QTH. I've already checked in a couple of times. They're on Echolink down there, so that's kind of nice. And who knows, maybe someday this repeater will be on Echolink. I know the Williamsburg repeater is on Echolink, so that's nice. I'll be able to check in there. All right, let's do another last call for comments, rechecks. Please call now. Nothing heard. I want to thank everybody for checking in to the Hampton Roads Public Service Net. My last net as net control. Good evening from W4MBM, and I am now returning this repeater to general amateur use. 73, everybody.
KR4BU.
Jay, 7-3, KM4, KMU.
7-3, KR4 Island.
That's the repeater ID in Morse code.
7-3, MA4AM.
Everybody's saying goodbye to me.
KM4, KMU, KR4BU. How you doing, John?